Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Justin and Jacob talk about things we like to talk about. In this case, we are going to be talking about Forever Red and WWA The Revolution, otherwise known as TNA before TNA.
Yeah, TNA before they actually started trying.
Yeah. I think we should talk about Forever Red first. Because
Alright,
also we're going to be talking about other stuff later on in the program, but I want to talk about Forever Red first because that's shorter and much better, and I want to bitch about WWA because, oh my fucking god.
Let's get this out of the way right now. Best fucking episode ever.
I wouldn't say it's the best episode.
Okay. Story-wise, no. It's not a long-going arc or anything. It's just so cool.
If we're talking about team-up episodes, I can see where you're coming from. But, overall, I feel like there's a ton more episodes that are better.
There's probably better story episodes, but oh my god, it's so cool.
So, I'll explain what was going on in the Tokusatsu world at that time. Hurricane was currently airing in Japan. This was, I believe, the first season in the Disney era, since this was the little time in between it was airing on
kind of.
Yeah, it was because it aired on, I think it happened midway through the season, so half the series aired on Fox, half of it aired on Disney.
It split between Fox Kids and ABC Family, right?
Yeah. And the Kamen Rider was airing Kamen Rider Agato in Japan, which I am currently watching.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's gotta be fun.
And Power Rangers decided to celebrate its, I believe, 10th anniversary? Yeah, 10th anniversary with
That's
Forever...
why there's 10 of them.
Yeah, with Forever Red, which has a lot of cool nods and references.
I love how they have to work around the fact that there aren't really 10 Red Rangers.
Yeah.
But there are, because Quantum Ranger and Alien Ranger, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm more willing to accept the Alien Ranger because he was, its own thing, but Quantum Ranger is a 6.
He's still red,
Yeah, he is.
We couldn't get Rocky, so whatever.
Some quick behind-the-scenes notes I found out while researching this. One, there were apparently a lot of, extended scenes that never got shown, because I think it was originally supposed to be an hour and a half long, not a 45-minute long special, or a 2-parter or whatever.
That would have been cool.
Disney didn't want to because they already filmed the Time Force and Wild Force team-up special.
Right.
And also I think they wanted to focus on the budget.
Well, the budget is why we got the ending, which isn't that bad, but it's not great.
Yeah. And
let's go over the story just real quick.
Okay, so the Machine Empire from Zeo, they'll
aka Beetleborgs.
Yeah, the Beetleborgs, which, fun fact, I want to mention this real quick, a lot of them were actually voiced by previous Power Ranger actors.
Oh.
I know Walter Jones, who played Zack in Mighty Morphin, he voices the green guy. And yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm gonna mispronounce their name. Ochi Keo. They voiced General Venjix, who played a character who played Kai-Chen in Lost Galaxy, and that's just scratching the surface. I forgot who exactly everybody else is.
Also, no relation to Venjix, by the way.
Yeah, that's weird how they.
It's funny.
Yeah, but so what happens is the generals of the Machine
Empire is on the moon because, of course, they're on the moon.
With horses, of course.
Horses.
Yeah. And they want to find Serpentera, which was Lord Zed's little mecha.
Yes, Serpentera, a.k.a. Daijin Ryu.
Yep.
Yes.
And so what happened was they decide for some reason to get all of the red Power Rangers, not just a full team up of everybody, but just only reds.
Well, this wasn't exactly a everybody thing. Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
And Tommy was the only one focusing on it. Most of his friends are Red Rangers, so...
Yeah. So...
He gets Andros to follow Vengeance, and he comes back, and then Carter shows up and recruits Cole, a.k.a. the Wild Force Red Ranger.
Yes, and Jekyll in Samurai.
And a murderer, anyway.
Oh, God. Yeah. And...
Which, by the way, he gets out soon.
Oh, yeah, he does. What else? And that...
So 10 Red Rangers, which are Jason... Tommy, TJ.
TJ, Andros.
Which technically his name is like TJJJJ because like there's like 4 J's in his name.
Yeah.
And Andros.
There's
Leo. Leo doesn't show up until the end, but
yeah.
Leo,
Carter, Wes, and Eric. And also, they only show up for like one scene, but it's pretty fucking cool. Bulk and Skull make a cameo.
Yeah, they're there. They're running a little Tommy Bahama.
They run their own hotel, I think. In the original script, I think it was implied that Tommy ran the hotel and he was retired, and Bulk and Skull ran a restaurant there.
They run Bulkmeyer's.
Yeah,
is what it's called.
Which I'm ashamed they did not keep that in for when Bulk returned in Samurai.
I'm ashamed for all of Samurai.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they all join up, and Jason gets a cool reveal, because it's like, yeah, it's Jason. Much better than Beast Morphers.
Oh, him with his fucking Papa John looking ass and Beast Morphers.
Oh my god, he does.
He looks like, okay, so you know how like Virgil pretends to be like bigger than he actually is, and whenever he's asked for like a autograph, he's like, oh, $25. That's fucking him. That's what I assume.
They probably spent all their money on Jason, so they couldn't get anyone else.
That's what I assume Austin St. John does now. He's like, oh, you want a picture? $25. Okay.
Yeah, he's doing like Data did in that Big Bang Theory episode.
What the I don't watch Big Bang Theory.
Well, then you don't get it. Anyway.
I never want to watch Big Bang Theory.
Why?
Because it sucks.
I mean, it's not great, but sometimes the nerd jokes are funny. Anyway, back to Forever Red.
Okay. So they
all go to the moon in the Astromega ship. Nice.
Yeah. And they go ahead, they kick the asses.
Although... that does bring up a plot hole of they have a fucking Megazord, so why couldn't we use that?
There's a lot of plot holes in the episode when you really
Who cares? Cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Out of suit fights, god damn it.
Yeah, so they do this really cool out of suit fight with the little grunts, and then all the Rangers come in to destroy the generals, and it's a really fucking cool fight.
So Cole goes in to attack like the generals, but he gets hurt, and Leo and Ariko show up, which Ariko gets more character here than he ever did in any of the episodes the Alien Rangers were in.
In all fairness, Alien Rangers only lasted 10 episodes. It was really a mini arc, and they weren't exactly the main focus, so And
he uses like his ninja powers in the battle, and
which is funny. Weird because I mean
they're not ninjas, guys. They're not ninjas.
Well, technically they are, because the Sentai they got it from were ninjas. I know, but
they're aliens, guys.
Yeah. But they kick ass. I really love this fight. It has to be like one of the best fights in Power Rangers history, and you get the satisfaction of all the morphs together.
I mean, it would have been cool if they re-recorded like the Mighty Morphin and Zero ones, but still cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Sentai did the same thing with Sentai versus Gal Ranger, although that was actually kind of a shitty movie, to be honest.
I mean, Gal Ranger's kind of but...
Well, no, the issue with Gal Ranger versus Super Sentai is even though they have a really cool team-up with past Rangers, a lot of it is just like a clip show, and when they do their thing, their own version of Forever Red, it's literally just the Red Rangers, like, posing and stock footage of them. They don't actually do anything beyond that.
Gal Ranger was 25 for
Sentai,
yes. Right?
Yes, it was 25 years.
Yes. And then we have to get to the ending, which that CGI is
Oh.
not Serpentera.
You know what I heard about the ending? It was
What?
all because of a toy. Like they
Yes, it was. Bandai did not want to give them the money, so they had to advertise the Wild Force Rider. Which, why is it an eagle and not a lion?
And why does it go down so quickly? Like,
God,
no.
It's
dumb.
That's Serpentera is supposed to be an awesome Zord, but nope.
The original ending was supposed to have all of the previous Red Ranger Zords come together and fight Serpentera. That would have been cool, but like I said, Disney didn't want it to be beyond the average length of an episode, so they were just...
So that would have been a T-Rex, a star, a car, a lion, another car,
I think
like
a train.
Fire truck.
I think it was a train. That was
maybe a train. Because they had a fire truck and a train and a spaceship, and another dinosaur because the T-Rex.
It would have been cool.
And then another lion.
Yeah,
that would have been cool.
Yeah,
would have been cooler than that shit we got in Beast Morphers.
I still have not seen Beast Morphers. Well, all of Beast Morphers.
See it.
I'm going to watch all of it. I don't care what you say.
There's no story to this. There's no point in watching that.
Well, second season or fourth season? Because I only watched the entirety of the fourth season.
Well, it's not that the season has no story. It's that the team up does not have the team up's just there. There's no point to it.
Yeah. Okay. So.
And we'll get to the other team ups. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then
and before we move on, so what did we both love this episode, right?
Yeah. I think it's one of the best episodes of the original Saban era. I definitely think that it could be better in some areas. Like, I would have wanted more interaction with some of the Rangers, which we would have gotten that in the extended version, but we unfortunately don't. And I feel like the ending was a bit, lackluster.
I mean, the best part about this is, Jason's interaction with Cole.
Yeah.
Which was really cool.
I don't know much about spaceships.
But I will do whatever I must to protect the Earth.
And also, I really enjoy there's this little, after Serpentera goes down, they go back to Earth, and, they say, oh, Tommy's the best, and everybody was like, no, he's fucking not. They all say that they're the better one. And I kind of wish we had more like that, because it would have been so fucking interesting to see actual conversation between.
All right, let me talk about that, because that is kind of the best part of this.
Yeah, it is.
That isn't like fighting. It's just so fun to see them all talk to each other, and Eric doing that weird. Q-Rex would eat him for lunch. Nyah.
Did you guys know I battled a giant pizza?
No, it's. Did I ever tell you guys about the time I got cooked into a giant pizza? And yes, you already did.
Yeah.
Oh, that was.
I would have.
Sucked.
I wish we just would have gotten better, interactions between all of them, because we don't.
Can we just have the actors in a bottle episode just talking to each other, please?
Yeah.
Can we just have that? That would be great.
Because I feel like they all had really good chemistry in this.
All right, so ending verdict for Red is amazing.
Yeah, go watch it.
There is no better team up, because yes.
Well, actually, I would say that reinforcements.
Anniversary.
Yeah, anniversary team up wise, it's the best.
Yeah, there's nothing better.
Yeah.
Should we do the next one next?
Oh, I am dreading to go to the next one, but we shall. Ladies and gentlemen.
Operation Overtime, bitches.
No. Oh, I thought we were going to talk about WWA.
Oh, yeah, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
One more thing before we move on from the Power Rangers stuff. The newest episode of Dino Fury. There's so much leet speak, but I still like the episode.
Leet speak?
Izzy's character is turning into she's a high schooler, so she has to say internet talk. Oh my god! But I still like the episode.
Next. I have not watched the newest episode of Beast Movers, but I have been keeping up with Zenkaiju.
How's Zenkaiju?
Zenkaiju is really fun. I like all the characters, and It kind of reminds me of a traditional Power Ranger season in terms of characterization.
Gown is literally a furry, by the way.
Yes, and that's why he's my favorite.
Okay. What are you saying there, buddy?
Well,
I don't have a problem with it. I'm just asking.
I know. I mean, I don't exactly.
All right. It's fine. Moving on.
Okay. So.
Okay.
All right. So on to so Zenkaiju. Watch fucking Zenkaiju. It's awesome.
Yes,
I love the
please
characters.
do.
Anyways, so WWA. Allow me to set the stage for you. This is 2002. We are about a year after the death of WCW and ECW.
We are only a couple months after 9/11. That'll be important for later.
Yeah. What else? Let's see. Jeff Jarrett. This was about a few months before creating TNA. So him and a lot of other wrestlers went down to Australia to form WWA. Well, actually, no. It was I forgot who made it. It was like some concert promoter made WWA, and he from Australia. What was his name? Andrew McManus. That's what I mean. Andrew McManus. And
wow, great name there, buddy.
Their one and only U.S. event took place in February 2002. To put in perspective, the only other notable pay-per-view in the U.S. was No Way Out, which was when the NWO debuted.
Ah, okay.
So, quick behind-the-scenes notes, which Randy Savage was originally scheduled to appeal, but he no-showed, which is what they openly address in the show. And they replace him with somebody who fucking... I don't know why they did.
I want to say Randy Savage is a dick for doing that, but I would no-show this crap.
Yeah. Apparently, Nash and Hall were scheduled to appear in the show, but...
Let me guess, Kevin Nash pulled a Kevin Nash.
Well, actually, it was because they were signed to the WWF at the time, so they couldn't do it. So it wasn't really Kevin Nash pulling Kevin Nash.
Damn.
So, let's go on to... thing. Alright, so firstly we get a 6-way elimination match with Loki, Sharkboy, AJ Styles, Tony Mamaluke, Christopher Daniels, and Nova.
Just a heads up, Sharkboy is not growing on me.
Well, it's weird because this has a lot of connections to this and the last pay-per-view we reviewed, Slammiversary 2005.
Wow, it's another opening for a 6-man. Right.
That and also it shares a lot of talent.
Did Sharkboy win this one?
No, it was Nova who won the match.
Yay.
Yeah. I think, all of them, I love cruiserweight matches, and all of these are really great people in terms of their in-ring work. Loki can go fuck himself, but that's besides the point.
Explain, please?
So, a few months ago, he said some shit about Twitter, like, you could not force me to wear a mask. Freedom, fucking fuck you, asshole.
Great.
Yeah, he's a dickhead on Twitter. Him and Austin Aries.
Oh, Austin Aries. You'll never be more than... what's his name? I don't know, I don't care. I lost the joke. Move on.
It's a good match. It lasted about 20 minutes. Which is surprising. I mean, I guess it makes sense for an opener, but one quick thing I need to mention, because it's one of the main reasons why it was really hard for me and Justin to watch the show, at least for me.
I didn't even finish it.
The commentary. This fucking commentary. I hate it.
It was Mark Madden, wasn't it?
Mark Madden and Jerry Borash. Now, Borash is good. Borash is okay.
He's fine. He's fine.
Fucking Mark Madden, however, sucks. He's like...
Hey, do you want Jerry Lawler light? Done.
It's like, so you know how in WCW they made the whole pulling behind the curtain thing with the whole, I think we're gonna get a shoot fight here type thing. That's what Mark Madden reminds me of. The annoying type of wrestling commentary that's like, he's going off the script.
Didn't he do some of that in WCW?
Yeah, he did. He did some of that in WCW. And
that's when Vince Russo was there.
Yeah, and Surprisingly,
was Vince Russo involved in this?
No, but Bull Ash was involved. He was the head booker, and he was very close to Vince Russo. So,
There you go.
Next match we get is Reno taking on, what's his name? Alan Funk, otherwise known as the Funkster.
It's the Funkster, brother!
This fucking impression of Hulk Hogan is, like, surprisingly good. Like,
how do you do the worst goddamn impression ever? That's how, brother!
But it was kind of a fucking, like, nothing match. It really sucked. I felt like Reno isn't... They're both kind of okay workers, but I just, like... Don't put this on pay-per-view. Like, people paid for this shit. After the match, Disco Inferno showed up and was like, "Hey guys, I want an open challenge." Yeah.
I'm Disco Inferno. I'm a loser.
And now we get a trio of bad commentators.
Oh, Disco Inferno, why couldn't you be better?
Yeah. I think it was either after the first match or after this match, Bret Hart shows up.
Oh, that monologue, brother.
He makes the announcement. Basically, it's all to put up, get the crowd hyped up, and also saying,
"Fuck Osama bin Laden,"
and to say, "Hey,
I'm Canadian."
Bret Hart, not Bret Hart. Hey, Jeff Jarrett is now taking on Brian Lalo. I fucking
what?
Brian Christopher Lalo. That's who he's taking on in the main event now.
Okay.
Which Brian is fine.
Wait, this is about the point where I stopped watching, so you can
really? Oh god, I watched the entire fucking show. Okay.
You just go off. I need to think about my draft picks here.
Okay. Alright. So Brian is an okay worker, but he's not fucking world champion material, and I feel like he only really works well when he's with somebody else. And like when we get to the main event in particular, I'll talk about why I don't fucking like him as a wrestler in terms of at least heel. Next match was Chronic taking on a tag team I've never heard of Native Blood, which was basically a kind of a squash match for Chronic.
I remember this. I think I got to this. Hey, do you like Native Americans?
How much you want to bet these guys will just two Italians? Two Italians playing Native Americans?
Probably.
Then we get Puppet, the midget killer. Their words, not mine. Taking on Tio in a Falls Count Anywhere match, which I feel like it's supposed to be a comedy match, but I can really respect what they were trying to do. And it was just kind of okay. Scott Steiner comes out and kicks both their asses and attacks Disco Inferno. He left shortly after this pay-per-view, so he was just there to fucking do that. What else?
Scott Steiner, what are you doing anymore?
He's, I think, mostly just wrestling on the indies.
How old is he?
That's a really good question. Let's see. How old is Scott Steiner? Scott Steiner is 58. He's older than Jericho.
Damn. Well, yeah, he was wrestling in the 80s, so...
Yeah. So then we get a probably the best match of the night. Eddie Guerrero versus Juventu Guerrero versus Psychosis, a triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship. I really this was probably the best match because all three are great workers. I love Eddie, and this was like it kind of reminded me a bit of that of Rey Mysterio, of the match he had with both Rey Mysterio and CM Punk, and I think IWA Mid-South is when that match was, and it was pretty fine. I liked it. All three looked good. After the match, Jerry Lynn.
So there's something actually good on this paper.
Yes, that's really surprising.
Damn, I wish I had gotten to it.
Jerry Lynn came out after the match, which apparently was a huge shock because he was released just days before this pay-per-view. And he comes out...
Even though WCW is dead, we still have the surprise entrant.
Yeah. But he comes out basically brawling with Guerrero after shit-talking him, and he hit a pile driver on Guerrero on the belt. Jalen, if now, granted, this would all be great and all, if Eddie Guerrero wasn't signed to the WWF shortly after this pay-per-view, so they had to vacate the championship.
Oh, Eddie's here?
Yeah, he was in that triple threat.
Oh, right. Well, that sucks.
Yeah. Then it was Sabu versus Devon Storm in a no DQ match. Devon Storm was known as Crowball in WCW, by the way. It was okay. It was pretty much like...
Is it better than the cake match?
The cake match?
WCW Bash of the Beach 2000.
Oh, yeah, better than the cake match, but like...
Thank God.
Hardcore-wise, it was just okay. Like, it's not...
You see, hardcore is more art than science. You have to do it correctly.
Yeah. So, I think it was Sabu who won the match. No, actually, Devon Storm won the match, surprisingly.
Yes.
It was just kind of there. I thought it was fine.
You mean
also,
like the rest of this pay-per-view?
What?
You mean like the rest of this pay-per-view?
Yeah. Oh, also, apparently, I don't know, I forgot this happened, but apparently Larry Zbyszko made an appearance and challenged Vince McMahon to a match and made fun of Chris Jericho.
I wish I could remember the rap that Larry Zbyszko did, but I can't, so the joke is dead.
You mean the, what was it called? The, AWA?
I want to remember it, but I don't.
Yeah. We also get Rick Steiner and the Cat versus the West Hollywood Blondes, where, apparently if, the Cat gets beaten, he's going to kiss the ass of Mark Madden.
No further punishment is needed. Oh God.
Yeah, it's pretty much just a 5-minute gay joke.
Just kiss that.
Actually, no, not even a 5 minutes.
Man.
Just about a minute-long gay joke. That's it.
Well, short gay jokes are the best, aren't they?
So, our main event is Jeff Jarrett taking on Brian Lalo. This fucking match sucks. It sucks. I don't think these guys work all too well together. And
does Jarrett work well with anyone?
He does, actually. He works well.
I know he can be good, but is he?
He is good, in my opinion. But, like, it just kind of... one, it gets ruined by, I think half the match is, like, fucking brawling to the outside and head and, holds. And other half of it is screwy bullshit finish stuff that happened all the time with Jarrett and, like, the TNA and shit.
You see right here is the problem with the guys who work with this in TNA. This is the problem that WCW, AWA, or WWA, whatever the fuck, and TNA had, was the guys running it were the same people who had the problems before. Like, there's a reason why this shit kept failing, because you kept getting behind the same damn people. You can't keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. Although apparently TNA does work, so.
Yeah.
What?
And
seriously.
Yeah, and Jarrett wins the match with screwy bullshit.
What a fucking shocker.
This fucking match, this whole pay-per-view sucks. Don't watch it unless you like torturing yourself.
Even then, just hire somebody at that point.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think I have most of my picks, so we can start this.
Do you want to explain it?
Alright, so, like last week, or last episode, we're doing another, basically a fantasy league round, but we have a stipulation for this one. So what we're doing is we're doing the same list as the last round, which is the Super Sentai or Power Rangers. Power Rangers 1, where we have 5 Rangers, a 6th, any extras, mentor, mech, but the Rangers have to be Kamen Riders.
Yes.
who have the same colors.
Oh, the same colors. Oh, this might be hard.
So, if you want, I can start.
Yeah, you start. You start.
So I am going. Let's see. So for a red rider, I think. Damn it! I had one in my head and I forgot. Fuck it, Kuga.
Kuga. Alright, that's a good pick. Kuga's
just a great all-around character.
Yeah, I like.
He knows what he's doing. Like Kuga's just the guy.
For my pick, I am going to do, because he's one I'm really familiar with in terms of my Red Rider, I am going to pick Kamen Rider Wizard.
Okay.
Because he's very versatile in the magic shit, and yeah.
He likes donuts.
That too. He loves his donuts.
Alright. So that's the Reds. And we're not counting form changes, by the way, so it has to be a different rider for the next color. Because I could just cast all of Kuga's forms if I wanted to, but no, we're not doing that. So, for blue, I think I'm going to choose... Let's...
Trying to think of I think there's a blue one in Sable, I want to say, and I feel like there's also a blue one in Forze.
Yeah, he's also
and
blue.
Kabuto, I know also. Blade is technically blue.
I'm gonna go with D-End. Because reasons.
D-End is the best fucking character in Decade.
He's also the worst character in Superhero Tyson. But yeah, D-End is cool.
For my blue, I think I'm kind of... Let's see. I have to double check what exact... For my... he looks blue enough, I guess. Kamen Rider Blade.
Well, he's mostly blue. The undersuit is blue. Technically, you could have chosen Gaim, because, he's mostly blue.
Yeah, but I associate Gaim with orange. I
guess that would make him an extra then, but... whatever.
Yeah.
So, yellow. Yellow is going to be interesting. It's 01.
Really?
Yeah. 01's great. Love 01. This one's I've actually watched, so...
How good is it? Because I've heard really good things.
01 is amazing. Love 01.
Yeah. So, for my one... I'm actually gonna switch out my yellow for my green, if that's fine with you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with a classic. I am going to go with Kamen Rider Amazon. Particularly
Explain.
The original Amazon.
Go on.
I think it's because his design is really cool, and I'm starting to like a lot more of the Showa era riders than anything. I was originally considering Kamen Rider Ichigo instead, but I felt like going with Amazon's because his fighting style was a lot more unique.
Okay. Well, I'm not bothering with a green because I don't want green. I'm kind of sticking in the same place. I'm going for a white. Valkyrie. From 01. Female main writer, fuck yes. Tertiary, but main character.
Alright, so I am going to... Hold on, I have to find... Because there's a yellow rider I want to pick that's from... Well, it was from Ryuki. Or Dragon Knight. I forgot which one it was.
Is there a yellow one?
Yes, there is a yellow one. It's he was one of the final riders, I remember. I know he was featured in Kamen Rider Dragon Knight as one of the final ones. So...
Odin?
Maybe Odin?
He's kind of yellow.
Wait, let me check. What was this, Odin? Because it was a Phoenix type one. Yeah, Odin. It was Odin.
Yeah, it was Odin. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say Odin because I I remember playing a lot, him and the green one, I remember playing a lot of in Dragon Knight for the Wii.
It had a game?
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Wow.
Because
Great.
It's essentially the Kamen Rider, because it took the same engine from the Kamen Rider games in Japan, and just put the characters from fucking Dragon Knight in it.
I see.
So that's why you're fighting in like a church and stuff in areas that you don't really see in Dragon Knight.
Now, okay, just a minute, let me check something. What color are you? You're mainly red, so I can't do you. So, pink. I have a couple options for this. And it's gonna be X-Aid.
I am well, why are you gonna pick him exactly?
Because, well, first of all, Doctor, but X-Aid's great.
Yeah.
Love X-Aid.
So I am going to pick for my last one. It's not going to be pink because I can only think of like one or two pink riders. Well, actually, this is technically pink and white. I'm going to pick Kamen Rider Zio. Or Zio, how you pronounce it?
I've heard it called Geo, but Zio works too.
Yeah, because I'm mainly picking him because I was going to do Decade, but then I like... Zio is the better rider, and I like his armor use instead of just Decade's straight-up transformation.
Yeah, that's usually better than that. So, I believe we're on 6th now.
Yes, we are.
So, really anything is fair game for the 6th, honestly, so...
Yeah.
I need to pick something that I really think looks good, so I'm gonna go with Kamen Rider Saga from Kiva.
Ooh, yeah, I know that.
And, like, Taiga's a fine character. He's not great, but he's fine. And then he replaces Saga with Dark Kiva. It's like, ugh, why?
For my pick, because I can't really think of... Because I wanted to go with a female rider, but I can't really think of...
There just aren't enough.
There aren't enough, and most of them are just simple variants of... I'm trying to think. Actually, you know what? Because usually 6 riders are kind of special, and I'm kind of cheating with this because it's technically 2. I am going to do Kamen Rider W.
Okay.
Now, technically, it is a green color, but it's like half green, half black.
Well, like, both of those colors can be 6th. I mean, Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. So I'm going to do W. I was going to do Gaim originally, but then I kind of like... I feel like it'll be a lot more unique to have 2 riders as one be the 6th Ranger.
So, for the final Ranger we can pick, I think I'm going to pick Gaim because Space God.
Yeah.
So, he's just so powerful, and Gaim's cool, and like he breakdances too.
Yeah.
All right, so you're extra if you have one.
I thought my extra one was Kamen Rider W.
That's your 6th.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay. I'm going to say... Let's do Kamen Rider... I'm gonna do one more pick from Ryuki. Kamen Rider, I think his Oja, the snake dude.
Ah, yes.
Mostly because if he was like... Okay, so this isn't like... Actually, I'm gonna rather pick the version from Dragon Knight because the character from... His original character from Ryuki, he's kind of like really evil. Not the kind of just like, oh, he's kind of like an anti-hero or whatever. No, he's like straight up evil. Like he
it's like how they did it in Aba Ranger versus Dino Thunder, where like White was really evil.
He like holds like a kid hostage in the... So that's why I'd rather pick the one from Dragon Knight, because that I can get behind at least somewhat being a like anti-hero of sorts.
So now we get to mentors, which could kind of be really any character, but I'm going with Mr. Belt.
Okay. Why is that?
Because
you want a talking belt?
Mentor. Yes, I want a talking belt, even though I don't have anyone from Drive, but still. I should have pitched Drive as my main writer. Damn it.
For mine, I am going to go with who was Takeshi Hongo.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Because one...
Segata Shanshiro.
Yeah, he knows a shit ton about, how Kamen Rider walk, about how the writers walk and everything, since he was the original. And hey, it's cool to have, like, a cyborg person on your team, you know?
Yes. I don't think I have one, though.
Wait,
I guess Mr. Belt could kind of count.
Yeah, Mr. Belt counts. I'll say Mr. Belt counts.
Alright, so, do we really need to do mechs? Because,
No, I don't think Rider has many, if any, mechs.
Geo has that one.
There's a few, okay, there is, we could just say, I don't know, well, I was gonna say, we could use the, actual, what's it called? The motorcycles instead, but then each one has their own one, so it's kind of useless.
All right, so I think we're good here. So, if I remember correctly, my Red Rider was Kuga, Blue was shit. What was it?
Blue was, you said it was the end.
Yeah, Blue is the end. Yellow is 01. White is Valkyrie. Pink is X-Aid. Sixth is Sixth is Saga.
Yeah.
Saga. And then I had an extra with Gaim, and my mentor is Mr. Belt.
Okay. My ones were Wizard. My blue was... What was my blue? Fuck.
Wasn't your blue Blade?
Yeah, my blue is Blade. I chose green instead.
First.
Yeah, I chose green. That was Amazon.
Then you went yellow.
Yeah, then I went yellow, which was... it was the fucking Odin guy.
Yeah, Odin.
My fifth one was Yo. My sixth was... It was Double. And my other one... And my fucking extra one was... the snake dude
Oja.
from Ryuki, which was Oja, thank you. Or whatever he's called in Dragon Knight.
Snake Knight, I guess?
I was maybe Serpent. I can double check.
Doesn't the wiki have Dragon Knight on it?
It does have Dragon Knight on it, so he was fucking Strike. He was Strike in Dragon Knight.
His name was Price with a Y because he's cool.
And he's a hacker, I think, in the show.
Oh god, anyway.
And my mentor was Takeshi Hongo.
Alright, cool. Alright, so that is the second round of the drafting.
Alright.
This one's different, so we're not gonna exclude anything from the next round because we did it for a different reason. So
I think
we'll think of a third round later, but that is the second round, and I believe our show is coming to a close.
Yes, although wait, we have one last thing to do.
What would that be?
That would be WrestleMania predictions, because WrestleMania is 1 week from when we are recording this. We are recording this on the 3rd, and it's
predictions. It's gonna be shit.
I mean, at least on the Raw side of things, it's gonna be shit, because the SmackDown side's actually been pretty good.
Yes.
So, I'll go off.
Did you watch Flash Lane?
Flash? Oh, Fast Lane? Yeah.
What happened with that?
Well, The Fiend returned as an extra crispy variant.
Oh boy.
Drew McIntyre beat Sheamus. Sasha Banks was being Sasha Banks, and they didn't win the tag belts with Bianca Belair. Big E defeated Apollo Crews. Braun Strowman defeated Elias. Seth Rollins defeated Nakamura. McIntyre, I already mentioned that. And Roman defeated Daniel Bryan, and Edge turned heel in the match.
Wasn't Seth supposed to face Cesaro?
I think so, but he got injured. But they're going to be facing off at Mania. They're going to be facing off at.
Okay, that seems cool.
Yeah. So I'll list them off. So apparently, night one's matches all going to be as follows.
So Sasha
Banks versus Bianca Belair. I think Belair is gonna win the match.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm fine with that. That works.
Yeah, because she's been really pushed and she was really good in the Rumble, so I feel like she's gonna do it.
I still wanted Shayna to win, but whatever.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. Even though it's entirely likely Drew is gonna win, I want Bobby to retain.
I mean, sure.
Yeah,
That's fine. Like, I don't mind Bobby being it.
It's his first proper one with the championship, so, you know.
Well, if you don't count ECW.
Yeah, which nobody does. Bad Bunny with Damian Priest versus The Miz.
Fuck! God damn it.
I think The Miz is gonna win, because from what it looks like, Bad Bunny actually respects wrestling, so he probably knows, hey, I don't want the belt on myself.
It's better than Marshmallow.
I don't want to win. Yeah, it's a lot better than fucking Marshmallow and also when fucking David Arquette won the belt.
I mean, David Arquette's coming back, but...
Yeah. Well, yeah, he had that really fucking crazy match with Nick Gage.
He's just trying to kill himself at this point, like, jeez. Yeah.
New Day versus AJ Styles and Omos. I think New Day is going to retain, but it wouldn't be surprised me if they put the belts on AJ and Omos.
Hey, guys, it seems that AJ does not have his partners anymore, so what do we do? Oh, let's give him a different guy.
Omos has had, 3 different gimmicks within the same year, because he was the giant ninja in He was Big Ninja with Akira Tozawa. Then he was Shane McMahon's bodyguard. And then he was AJ Styles' bodyguard.
Why?
I don't know. They don't know what to really do with him, I guess.
Oh, just let him leave and go to TNA already.
Braun Strowman taking on Shane. Braun's gonna probably win the match because it's a steel cage match.
He doesn't, god damn it, but yeah.
And Cesaro versus Seth Rollins, where I think Cesaro's finally gonna win.
I mean, we know what happened in that last cage, Shane.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, and the referee, screwed up his finish.
Is that what I was talking about?
Well, I remember it was Miz versus Shane McMahon, and the
I was thinking 32? Yeah, 32.
That was a Hell in a Cell.
Is there a difference?
Yes, actually.
God damn it.
Hell in a Cell has a ceiling and is much more bigger. A steel cage really just wraps around the ring, while Hell in a Cell, you have a little space to actually walk in between it.
Anyway, fuck Shane.
Okay, yeah. And, yeah, so that's all the who do you think's going to win the Cesaro versus Seth Rollins match?
I want to say Cesaro, but he has a track record, so...
I think they're finally
gonna Seth.
I'm going to say Cesaro because I think this is finally going to be the time.
Could be. Could be.
Alright, night 2. Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan for Universal Championship. I think...
Let's go, guys. Let's go. This is going to be great.
I think Daniel Bryan's fine. I think Bryan's going to win again because at Fastlane he made Roman tap out, but the referee was down, so it didn't work. But I think they're kind of repeating the same story as WrestleMania 30. So that's
great.
So I think he's gonna win that. Do you think so too?
Probably. Should be cool.
Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. It's
come on, Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised if Rhea wins. However,
I like Asuka, but I like Rhea Ripley more.
Yeah. I think Asuka's going to retain, though. I don't know. WWE has this thing where they build a person up with so much hype, but they don't actually go through with any big plans with them.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
We also have The Fiend, Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton, where I think The Fiend's going to win. Because apparently The Fiend's the babyface in this.
How does that make any fucking sense?
Both have done really heelish things, so it's kind of...
That's what happens when you do a heel-heel match, man.
Yeah, but apparently according to WWE, Bray Wyatt's supposed to be the face.
Heels and faces don't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
It really is.
Big E versus Apollo Crews in a Nigeria drum fight match for the Intercontinental Championship.
Okay, note to every single wrestling promotion ever. Stop making up matches.
I think it's just going to be a street fight match.
It keeps getting dumber.
It's just going to be a street fight match, and I think Apollo's going to win.
Just call it that. Like,
yeah.
Come on.
Then it's going to be Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn with Logan Paul in Sami Zayn's corner, I think. Or he's going to be like in Kevin. I forgot how exactly it went down in SmackDown, but what I hope happens, regardless of who fucking wins, Sami Zayn, Logan Paul better get fucking knocked out. Like, I want him to get beat up. Throw him off the pirate ship set, for God's sakes.
Just kill Logan Paul right now. Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
No one will mind, except maybe his family.
However, I talked to you this in private. I think it worked out that there wasn't any, like, they had like an actual crowd control with his debut on SmackDown last night. Because if this was in front of a live crowd, they would eat him alive.
Yeah.
And considering the fact that there's going to be live fans in attendance on both nights of Mania, expect there to be like a chorus of boos. Like, X-Pac Heat...
I still haven't gotten Peacock, so I don't know if I'll watch it.
Like, X-Pac Heat combined with Roman Reigns' heat from like 2016.
Like take a little bit of X-Pac's heat, add in some Roman Reigns heat, put a little Baron Corbin heat in there too, and you got yourself a heat souffle.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen with Logan Paul.
This isn't just go away heat. This is go the fuck away.
This
heat.
is get as far away as you can. Heat.
Stop ruining shit, Logan Paul.
And
remember when we thought Logan Paul was the good brother?
No, both were like a shit sandwich.
Remember when Jake was worse?
Oh
no one even talks about Jake anymore.
Fuck it, thank God, because I don't want to give him fucking attention.
Well, we're giving Logan attention now because he's an asshole.
Yeah. Riddle, and then Riddle versus Sheamus for the United States title, where I think Riddle is going to retain. Because it's too early to put the belt on like somebody else, unless he's a transitional champion or something.
He seems, well, given his current situation, he might just be one. Considering they changed his name to just Riddle.
Well, WWE has a tendency to do that in general. Like, remember when Andrade was just referred to as Andrade, and they forgot he had a last name? Or like Ali was just known as Mustafa Ali was just known as Ali. They just do that.
No, it's not because of the charges anyway.
So, I think that's pretty much it for today.
Maybe somehow they'll make that show good, but it doesn't sound great to me.
I think it's gonna be at least enjoyable. But like I'm hoping it's not like really shitty.
And then there's the other part of the behind the scenes, which is yes, please have a bunch of people for 2 nights.
Yeah, that's fucking
in Florida.
Yeah, like no, don't do that. Like I keep like
too late. We're doing it. God damn it.
Yeah. Anyways, so.
But I don't really care. So.
Okay. So, any final words before we head off?
Watch more Toku. Yes.
Yes, and watch Senkaicho to be exact.
Like right now, Toku is great.
Oh yeah.
And wrestling's kind of eh.
I would say that right now is like the best time to be a Tokusatsu fan because you're getting more attention in the U.S.
Yes. All right. That's going to be it for me. Do you have anything to say?
Fuck Logan Paul.